All right, everyone, here is a post on VOAT, VOAT.co, brought to my attention by a Dr. Russell McGregor on Twitter. This is about Michael Flynn and one man's take on what actually happened with Flynn. So I'll try to explain various terms as we go along. My speculation: Flynn going down was part of the plan. Trump and his team knew that the deep state was illegally spying on Trump, Flynn, and others. They also knew that the deep state had lots of corrupt prosecutors and judges installed, which would have made prosecutions impossible early on. They needed a way to make the deep state think that Trump was a bumbling fool to buy time to set the stage. Remove dirty prosecutors, replace them with clean prosecutors, and install clean new judges. Flynn was director of the Defense Intelligence Agency. He knows where the bodies are buried. He has the intel. This is why Flynn is a serious threat to the deep state. Trump brought Flynn into the administration early on. Flynn set up the deep state. He knew the deep state had info about his interactions with Kislyak, but they did not obtain that info legally. So he put out word through TV interviews by lying about it on TV, directly and indirectly through Pence and Spicer, who might or might not have known it was a lie. This prompted the deep state to try to get him to lie to the FBI so they could prosecute him and get him out of the administration. But when the FBI interviewed him, he didn't lie. That's a problem for the deep state because it is not illegal to lie on TV, and he did not lie to the FBI. So, the corrupt leadership in the FBI did what they always have done. They made up charges, falsified 302s, and charged him anyway. Then Flynn surprised them by pleading guilty to something they knew he didn't really do. The deep state has had to hide the info all this time because they cannot prosecute Flynn, since they knew he didn't really lie to the FBI, which is what he was charged with. Although Flynn had the intel, it was classified. That's why Ezra Cohen Watnick became involved. Cohen was Flynn's protege at the Defense Intelligence Agency. Flynn brought Cohen into the White House with him. Cohen is the one who alerted Devin Nunes in the early days about the illegal unmasking by Samantha Powers and started Congress on their investigation of the witch hunt. McMaster, deep state stooge, tried to get Cohen out of the White House, remember? Eventually, Cohen left the White House and was hired by Attorney General Sessions at the DOJ. A military intel guy at the Department of Justice? Why? Cohen has top secret or above security clearance. He was Flynn's protege at the DIA, after all. At the DOJ, he acted as the secret liaison between Flynn and the DOJ. This is how Flynn got his classified Defense Intelligence Agency intel about various crimes over to the DOJ. The intel was classified, so it had to be relayed through classified channels. At some point, though, it had to be declassified so prosecutors and grand juries could analyze and hear the evidence. This is when Trump gave Attorney General Barr declass authorization, which allowed Cohen to relay the intel to Durham and possibly other prosecutors who are still working in secret. It was Barr's job to work with Cohen and Durham on this, leaving Trump out of it. Once the lid is blown off the frame job that McCabe did on Flynn, The FISA D-class will be made public, which will expose the entire illegal spy op against Flynn and Trump, who was the real target. Strzok ran the illegal spy op. He was also the FBI-CIA liaison, a special position created by Congress. That brings John Brennan into the picture, which then brings Christopher Steele into the picture, which then brings the DNC into the picture, which then brings Hillary Clinton into the picture, which then brings Barack Obama into the picture. FISA brings down the House, the Obama White House.